West the Deals, Danny Myers, the Bar Guy. I am back with another blog. One of the things that I've always been intrigued about with battle rap was its expansion and, its growth. Me being one of the forefathers of this whole shit, I seen this thing go from like the street corners, the parks, battling at school, in the lunchroom, outside, wherever the battle took place, to now we're in an era where we're selling out venues, we're getting pay-per-views, we're on Netflix and streaming services. But I've always felt that the final frontier for battle rap was for it to be legitimized and recognized as a legitimate sport, and we can be able to bet on this thing in Las Vegas. I know people been betting on battles, for a while, and I know that there are some more advanced systems that are in place. Shout out to Geechee Gotti and his crew and what they doing. However, battle rap still ain't really, recognized as an official sport where we can go and put our ticket in the same way we could do it with the Steelers game, same way we could bet on the Lakers and whoever your favorite team is, the way you could bet on boxing matches. We just can't bet on battle rap in Las Vegas. And I feel like, honestly, that is the biggest step we can take as far as like, okay, we are here now. It might be some years off. It may never happen. I do want to hear y'all thoughts in the comments below on what do you feel like it would take for battle rap to get legitimized. I know, you got to go through the proper licenses and, you got to get permits and however all that the business side of it works. But to see this thing, if I can be able to go into Caesar's Palace or the Palms and say, look, man, I got 500 on such and such, and I got them winning rounds 2 and 3. Put an extra $100 on the 30. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, however you want to break it down, but that would be so dope. You see, the problem with battle rap betting today is nobody ever really wins the money for real. Like, unless there's like a clear body bag and you bet on one man and he just totally dominated, the other guy choked and was stumbly and you got your judges, then it's kind of like, all right, okay, that's cool, right? But what happens when you bet on person A and somebody else bets on person B and both MCs go crazy? Who won the battle? Who gets the money? And that's the problem with battle rap. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all that done bet, and you bet your homeboy, and you bet people at work, and you done bet people online, and 9 times out of 10, it's like nobody gets anything. It'd be like, all right, brother, keep your money. I'm gonna keep my money because we can't call it, But battle rap would need like a legitimate point system, some type of way that we can score these punches. And I do know some people that are in the background that are working on the whole system, the algorithm, and let's get this thing really, really legit. They're working on systems to where we can, because if you bet nowadays, you pick out your judges. And listen, I've been in several battles where I felt like I won the battle, but the judges called it the other way. I felt like I was robbed, and many other people. This is why betting on battles is so controversial and why it kind of never really was a real thing. Why it never really works. And because it's probably gonna be a bunch of arguments. You know what I'm saying? If there's no real referees and judges, because 9 times out of 10, this was gonna happen. You're gonna bet on such and such, and then your man might actually win the battle, but the judges called it for the other guy, and now it's like, oh, he got robbed, and y'all was biased. Man, I shouldn't even agreed on this, blah, blah, blah. Back in the days when I first started battling, it would be my crew versus this crew. I would probably have to go to somebody's block and battle them in their hood, you know what I'm saying? And growing up in Los Angeles, especially during the 90s, and that time was really rough, and the gang shit was really crazy. Not saying it still ain't crazy, but I'm just saying from my experience growing up in the 90s, gangbanging was hardcore. Now, we don't even want to talk about 1992. However, meanwhile, let's fast forward. So I do remember betting, and I'm betting on myself, and my homeboys is betting on me, and I clearly beat people, but he got 30 of his homeboys, and this is back when, it wasn't no security guards, it wasn't no venues, it wasn't safe like that. Battle rap was raw. It really came from the street. So when you went to somebody else's hood, you more than likely you was outnumbered, and y'all betting. And what happens when you beat their man? Do you actually get to walk out of there, with the money? Like the bragging rights and the money? It was, man, I done been in situations where, my life was on the line. I can say that for a fact, you know what I'm saying? To get this thing to where we can bet safely, and let's say there's an app you could pull your phone out and bet on Loaded Lux. I got Lux beating Daylight, and I'm putting 1,000 on Lux, and there you go, bing, you got your bet in. And then it's a legitimate system where they're scoring. And I know, I'm pretty sure y'all be like, well, how the hell would you judge a Daylight versus Loaded Lux battle? Like, how do you judge a rap battle? Like, what is scored? Because everything don't have to be, like, for example, what happens when you got a puncher like Rum Nitty, and then you got an angler like Murder Mook, right? What happens when both men are doing their area of expertise, and they're doing it to a 10? Like, they're going crazy. Rum Nitty is punching crazy, and Mook is angling, and Mook is going crazy with the angles and the character breakdown. What outweighs the other? How do you score that? Like, and I know there are ways. The game is to be sold, not to be told. I know there are ways to do this, but I'm just saying, like, for an algorithm or for AI system to be able to break down the nuance and like, there's just levels to the punches and levels to the breakdown, and how does a system favor one over the other and make it way more than the other? It's a lot to be discussed, but it will be, again, and I know there are, several people in the background that are working on this right now as I'm speaking, but I just want to know how y'all feel. Would y'all, let's say a system is created and we're able to bet on battle rap. Would you bet your money at a casino? Would you put a ticket in on a battle rap card? Let's say RBE, King of the Dot, URL, TBL, whatever. Drake Dennis and Gates of the Garden, they drop a card, and you're like, okay, I'm betting on this person, and I'm putting in 500. Would y'all do that? Would you do that? Would you even trust a system with your money? Because this is like, it ain't like today, because today is like when you bet on a battle and neither one of y'all could kind of come to an agreement on who won, then it's kind of like nobody gets the money. But in this system that I'm proposing or that I'm talking about or imagining, ain't no getting the money back. Ain't no we couldn't really figure out who won, so nobody gets the money. That's not how that works. Y'all already know. Anybody that be on these betting apps and FanDuel and all these apps, once you put that ticket in, that's that. You either gonna win or you gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But I do feel like this is like the final frontier, is that when we can make bets on it. Cause it's dope. I know it's a good conversational piece. You watch a battle, and now y'all at the barbershop and you arguing about who won, and you at work and you figuring out who won. You on these online forums and social media platforms, and you're like, okay, well, I had such and such, and y'all just going back and forth, and there's never really a real legit winner or loser. But I do think if it gets legitimized and we are in Las Vegas, it's like, it's gonna be winners. It's gonna be losers. Or is there even a foolproof system that could even be devised? Like, could you even, is that even possible? To where let's take a battle like one that I always go back and forth with is like Rum Nitty versus Iron Solomon. You know, I watch it, I got Nitty. Then I watch it again, I got Solomon. I watch it again, I'm back and forth, and I've been that way since the day that battle happened, right? But it's like, would a AI system be able to like finally tell us like who won these super close battles, these super debatable battles that people been? And matter of fact, also in the comments, put list one or two of the most debatable battles of all time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just show y'all. Y'all can see just from the comments why they're debatable and why it's kind of like a system may be needed. Or do we need a system at all? Maybe we just should just leave it as it is. Just let it be, you know, kind of ambiguous. It's just kind of a gray area. It's like a dope battle happens and we just kind of debating and arguing for eternity about who won. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that if you could get to Vegas and somebody bet money on a battle rapper and they lose their money, that battler can't say like, oh, nah, the judges, the computer system got it wrong, it was rigged, blah, blah. Nah, bruh. If people are losing hundreds or thousands of dollars on these battles, it's like, nah, them shit's gonna stick. They gonna stick for real. So anyway, subscribe to the channel. It's a lot more on the way. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm growing the channel. I got more battles on the way. We're gonna break down some battles. We're gonna break down some bars. Y'all give me some video idea topics that y'all wanna see, and we're gonna keep this thing cracking. Peace.